Hello students, today we are going to study the remaining part of this chapter, chapter 4, Mangoes Round the Year, class 5 EVS. In the previous video, we had seen how can we identify the spoiled food. So we had seen that by their smell and by their color we can identify the food is spoiled or not. Then after we had seen the food items which can spoil in 2 to 3 days or which can be kept for a week or more than a month. Then after we had performed one activity, that is with bread, and we observed that bread for 6 days. We had also seen the food packets and which information we can get from that food packets. Then after we had seen some food items and some methods to keep that food items fresh for 1 to 2 days. So now let me continue this chapter, that is summer treat Mami Di Tandra. One story is here given to you. Chitti Babu and Chinna Babu live in Etriyapuram town in Andhra Pradesh. The brothers spend the summer holidays playing in the mango garden. When the trees are full of fruits, they also like to eat unripe mangoes with salt and chili powder. At home, their mother cooks unripe mangoes in different ways. She also makes many kinds of mango pickles. The pickles last through the year until the next mango season. One evening, while having food, Chinna Babu asked, "Amma, we have so many mangoes. Make some Mami Di Tandra, that means aam papad from them." So their father said, "Making Mami Di Tandra needs 4 weeks of hard work. If you both promise to help us every day for the next 4 weeks, we can together make the Mami Di Tandra." So both these brothers quickly agreed to help. The next day, both the children went to the market with their father. They bought a mat woven from the leaves of palm tree, poles of casuarina tree, strings made of coconut husk, and some jaggery and sugar. So now let me see what is this casuarina tree. So this is the casuarina tree from which people are making poles in the area or region where this Chitti Babu and Chinna Babu lives. So this is the casuarina tree. So after bringing that all items from the market, they started preparation to make the aam papad or Mami Di Tandra. So Amma found a sunny place in the backyard. Both of the brothers made a high platform by using poles. They spread out and tied the map on that platform. The next day, Appa chose the most ripe mangoes. They took out the mango pulps into a large pot. Then they strained the pulp through a fine muslin cloth. Muslin cloth, that is a cotton fabric. It is used to make different dresses and saris. So by this cloth, his father strained out the pulp to remove the fibers from the pulp. Then Chitti Babu crushed the gur or jaggery till there were no lumps. They added the jaggery and sugar in the equal amounts. Then Chinna Babu mixed the jaggery and sugar well with the big spoon. Amma then spread this pulp into a thin layer over the mat. The thin layer was left to dry in the sun, and in the evening they covered the mat with a clean sari to avoid any dust. The next day they again took out some mango pulp. They added jaggery and sugar into pulp. Then they spread the pulp over the previous day's layer, and this work was given to both the brothers. Both of them together spread many layers over it. For the next 4 weeks, they hoped that it would not rain. For the 4 weeks, they had repeated this activity. For 4 weeks, they added layer after layer until the jelly grew 4 centimeters thick and looked like a golden cake. After some days, Amma said, the Mamidi Tandra is ready and we can take it out and cut it into pieces tomorrow. So the next day the meat was brought down from the platform. Mamidi Tandra was cut into smaller pieces. The brothers tasted it and it was tasty. So Chinna Babu said, "Wow, how tasty! After all, we have also helped in making it." So here in the picture, the process is given to you, some of the process. First they brought this material, that is pole and mat, from the market. Then after, their father took out the pulp from the ripe mango. Then after, their mother is spreading the layer of pulp on the mat. And after all, they aam papad or Mamidi Tandra is ready, so they are tasting it. So now from this, write down that why was sugar and jaggery mixed into the mango pulp and dried in the sun. So to make Mamidi Tandra or aam papad, they mix sugar and jaggery into mango pulp and dry it in the sun. Then why did Appa first choose the most ripe mangoes to be used for making the Mamidi Tandra? So ripe mango contains more juice and less fibers. Hence Appa first choose the most ripe mangoes to be used for making the Mamidi Tandra. The next question is, how did the brothers make the Mamidi Tandra? Write down step by step what they did for this. So the brothers brought following things from the market. So first, mat made from palm leaves, then casuarina's pole, then string made of coconut husk, and jaggery and sugar. Then after, they made a platform from casuarina's pole and mat. Then mango juice was taken out and filtered through a fine cloth to remove fibers. Then number 4 is a thin layer of juice was spread on the mat and left to dry. And in the evening, the layer was covered with a sari to prevent dust from getting on it. The next step was every day the layer upon layer was added. In the last step, after about 4 weeks, a thick golden cake of Mamidi Tandra could be made. So this is the step-by-step process to make Mamidi Tandra or aam papad. The next question is, what things are made in your house from ripe or unripe mangoes? So in my house, pickles and chutneys were made from ripe mangoes, and aam papad is made from ripe mangoes. Mango shake is also made from ripe mangoes. This pickle and chutneys can be made from unripe mangoes. The next question is, make a list of all the different types of pickles that you know about. So pickles are made of following items, that is mango, amla, chili, lemon, jackfruit, carrot, radish, potato, etc. or many more items are there from which you can make pickles. These are the some example of that items. The next is find out and discuss. So find out that is there any kind of pickle made in your house, and what kind of pickle is it? Who makes it, and from whom did they learn to make the pickle? So there are many kinds of pickle made in my house. They are made from mango, chili, lemon and jackfruit. My mother makes these pickles and she learned it from my grandmother. You have to write your own answer. The next question is, what all things are needed to make any one type of pickle in your house, and how is the pickle made? And find out the recipe and write down. So let us take the example of mango pickle. So following things are needed to make salty mango pickle. So raw mangoes, turmeric powder, red chili powder, coriander powder, mustard seeds, anise seed, that is similar to fennel seed but it is different from that. Then methi, kalaunji, salt and oil, etc. are needed to make the mango pickle. Then after the process is given to you, raw mango is cut into small pieces and washed. It is then sun-dried for a day to remove some moisture. All these spices are mixed with these raw mango pieces. Then the mixture is put in a glass or porcelain jar and oil is poured so that the pickle mixture gets submerged or partially merged in oil. And this is left in sunshine for about a week. So your mango pickle, salty mango pickle is ready. So now next question is, how are these things made in your house? First is papad. So papad is made from different kinds of lentils or grains and also from potatoes. For example, we are taking urad papad. It is made by grinding the urad dal and mixing it with salt and other spices. A dough is then made. Thin papad is rolled out from the dough and this is left in the sun for drying. So after drying, your your papad, urad dal papad is ready. The next item is chutney. So chutney is made from many things, but chutney of dhania, that is coriander, and mirchi is very popular. So lots of coriander leaves and some green chilies are ground in the fine paste or in the thin paste. Salt is then added as per the taste. You can also add the sugar also and lemon. This chutney is normally eaten fresh and it can also be preserved for some days by adding oil in it. The next is badiyans. So these badiyans are made from urad. Urad grains is soaked overnight in water and then ground into a coarse paste. Coarse paste, that means thick paste. Salt and spices are added as per the taste. The small lumps are then made on a cloth and it left to dry in the sun. So your badiyans are ready. The next is given to you, that is sauce. It is not written here, but you can write your own recipe to make the sauce. Like I had written that use fresh ripe tomatoes to make the sauce. First wash them properly, then chop the tomatoes into small pieces. Then after steam that chopped tomatoes to make the soften it in the pressure cooker. While this, add chopped ginger, garlic and chilies if you want to add this in your sauce. With this, add sugar and vinegar also. Why this vinegar? So to keep this sauce from getting spoiled, safe from getting spoiled for long time, you should add vinegar. So when it gets softened, blend that mixture in a fine paste or puree and strain that puree to remove the fibers and seeds. Now allow this puree to simmer or to boil for 5 to 6 minutes on the stove. When you get this thick puree, your tomato sauce is ready. Now taste your sauce, and if any salt or sugar is required, then you can add it according to your taste. The next question is given to you. It is a 2-day journey by train from Pune to Kolkata. If you were to go on this trip, what food items would you carry with you? How would you pack them? And make a list on the blackboard or in your notebook of all the packed food. And what food would you eat first? So I will carry those items which do not get spoiled easily. I will pack them in dry containers and packets. I will carry biscuits, chips, dry fruits, dry sweets, sattu, that means gram powder, curd, chiuda, or you can say rice flakes, and murmure, that is puff rice, puri, dry sabzi, etc. And I will first try to finish puri and sabzi. Why? Because they can get spoiled in a few days. So first I will try to finish those things. So now what we have learned from this chapter? For that, two questions are given to you. First is, glass jars and bottles are dried well in the sun before filling them with pickles. Why is this done? And do you remember what happened to the bread in the experiment? So glass jars and bottles are dried well in the sun to remove any moisture. In the experiment with bread, the bread got spoiled because of moisture and fungus grew in it. So that's why before filling the pickles in the glass jar and bottles, it will well dried in the sun. The next question is, to eat mangoes round the year, we make different items like pickles, aam papad, chutney, chikki, etc. List some other food with which we make different things so that we can enjoy it throughout the year. So following are some examples of food which can be enjoyed throughout the years. So pickles are made from many things that can be stored throughout the year. Then after, many vegetables like cauliflower are sun dried for later use. Then after, potato chips and banana chips are made so that they can last longer. Then after, murabba is prepared from white gourd, amla, or you can also make it from mangoes to store it throughout the years. So these are the food items which you can store throughout the years. So here our chapter gets over. In this chapter we had seen how we can identify the spoiled food. Then after, we had seen the food items which get spoiled in 2 to 3 days, or which can be kept for a week or for a month or throughout the year. Then after, we had seen the information which is given on the food packets, that is expiry dates, manufacturing dates, weight, its price, etc. Then after, we had performed one activity with the bread, that how fungus come on this bread, and we had observed this for these 6 days. Then after, we had seen some food items and some simple methods by which we can keep this food item fresh for 1 to 2 days. Then after, we had seen a story about Chitti Babu and Chinna Babu to make the aam papad or mami di tandra. Then after, we had seen some other food items and recipe of that food items, and some food item that we can store throughout the years. So in the next video we will see the exercise of this chapter. Thank you.